Yo, I want to chill right now.
You're disrespecting me in a public forum right now. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that to be the goal of the podcast, for somebody to let go of their worries in the world and listen to us.
This is my new look, Daddy David. Daddy David.
Born to procreate. Born to procreate. Yeah, that better make it in the intro.
Nah, probably not.
Would you guys ever get a tattoo?
I think I will, yeah, someday.
Ooh, that's high-key a good pod topic.
Well, we in and out.
Yeah,
boy.
okay. That is a good pod topic. Let's save that.
I mean,
let's just get into it now.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like, let's talk about it. Yeah. I've started a running list of random stuff. Of just dumb stuff that I probably would never get, like the Wings of Freedom or whatever. Just full back tattoo of the Wings of Freedom, absolutely. But I don't know, little stuff like that. I think I would only ever get like little tattoos, or if I ever, I don't know, it would maybe be a collection of related stuff if I ever did a sleeve or anything like that. But I don't know, I doubt it. I'd probably only do like a couple of things that I really like the way they look, or if they actually really meant something. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only thing I've ever pondered doing was the flying skull of Avenge's lyrics.
Oh,
or
the
logo,
the deathbed
on my right here. I would love it right there. But.
That would be pretty hard.
Or
Well,
I like this area because I mean I'm a fan of wristbands, obviously, but so I feel like a wristband-esque tattoo would be fucking cool as shit.
Dang. Yeah.
well, in a parallel universe, there's a version of me walking around with a Death Eater tattoo on his forearm, but
You just walk
but
around and like for like Halloween, you just like go around to scare little kids like I'm a fucking Death Eater.
With your freaking arm.
yeah. But absolutely not this version of Alex. I'll tell you that because I think I'm all good on tattoos. For me, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if people, they're definitely cool. If people get them, they can have them. But for me, it's not for me. There's people every time people will be posting their tattoo and they're like, I just got this, and the people are like, that's so dope, and I'm like, not a tattoo though. Like,
I don't.
That's not the one for on your body.
I'm like 95% with you. I don't enjoy seeing it on like women. It's really weird. Like it's kind of like a huge turnoff for me to have a woman with a tattoo or tattoos, which sucks because Rocio wants some.
I think I'm the opposite.
Just keep a little. Like I don't know. You just have such beautiful skin. Don't put ink on it.
I don't know, man.
I think it looks.
I like the edge.
Yeah, you might have to go for a different look, but it can still look just as dope. Yeah, I think I wasn't gonna get one for a long time, or I didn't think I would ever get one, but now I'm just like, yeah, frick it, man. Life is short, as they say. There's some cool stuff, even if it's like, I'm more in the camp now where it's like, there's like YouTubers and like people I know where it's just like, I got a dumb tattoo, but now it's just funny. Frick it, like I'm like. That's fine too. Like honestly, I would probably get like Cameron said, either a small thing or like a dope looking sleeve. Then I'm like,
yeah, sleeves are cool.
Yeah,
sleeves are definitely cool. But
I'm like, then I'm
it has
just
to
like,
be colorful for me.
I
can't do like the black and white.
Yeah, like people getting like the same like black and white like tribal tattoos over and over. I'm all right. I don't know. That seems just kind of boring. Like.
Some tribal tattoos are pretty cool. Like
I'm saying
the Samoan tattoos are dope. I know my uncle has like a Chilean tribal tattoo on his.
See, that's what I mean though. Is like,
but then you're never gonna be like The Rock in Moana. Like you're never gonna like dance. You know what I mean? Like
no, but that's dope if it's like from like from where you're from or something.
Like heritage.
Yeah, heritage, like, or it would be like something authentic or unique or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, people getting it like, oh, this looks tribal, and it's just like the same thing that every other like dude has.
Yeah,
like it's kind of like it's a little basic.
I'll use the word douche for you, so you don't have to.
Yeah, it's a known thing for like some douchey dudes, for sure.
I mean, I know just for me, I never want to do something that I want to do now, and then I will look back on it and be like, why the frick did I do this to myself? You know, like I remember when I will never forget. I was working in retail, and then there was this older gentleman that had asked me a question about something, but my man was bald. And he just had like a spider web across his whole head.
Yeah,
and I'm
those
like,
are fairly popular, as weird as it sounds.
yeah, I'm just like, homie, homie got this years ago, and now it does not look good. And I'm just like, I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
If
like, face is off limits.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fuck
no
that.
way.
Yeah.
No fucking
Well,
way.
he had it all the way across his head. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah, that's making a big choice.
On top of him or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor, what's the donation tier for our non-existent Patreon for you to get the Takara character in kanji tattooed on your ass? How much money?
On my ass?
How much money? You got a number. Everyone's got a number.
I don't have a number.
You telling me some billionaire drops a mill on the podcast? You're not gonna get that tattooed?
I can't be bought like that. No, not like that. No way.
I could definitely be bought.
You don't want to be
I
one
like
mil
to
and
believe
still on
that
the
I can't
grind?
be bought like that.
I feel like
Money's not everything for me.
I could just get it removed with some of that money and I'd be chilling.
That's true too.
There you go. David's thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Well, we have to unbox this variety because we're on episode 68 of the Unboxing Night podcast.
That was dope.
True.
Segway Kings. I'm joined by my three merry men. I got Scum Frick Flower Boy.
That's good. We have a theme here out of nowhere. Became my theme somehow.
Yeah, we were blessed to see Mr. Tyler the Creator live a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, great concert. It's one of my favorites.
Absolutely.
I use my phone for the recording for Zoom, and I have my glasses off, so I could not see what it said, and that just like.
I was wondering why you.
I thought you were actually just like calling him Scumfrick. I was like, oh my god. I was like, Trevor, how could you?
He just happened to name himself an album. That's great.
Yeah.
True.
I'm also joined by Mr. Amo.
What is up, boys and gals? I am here.
But not like All Might.
Just
like exactly like All Might. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
all right.
Don't take that away from me.
Also joined by Mr. CB Lays.
It's your boy. What's good?
It's your boy.
You.
And I'm Takara on Mulberry Street, and together we form like Voltron for the Unboxing Night.
Sure do. What is Mulberry Street in reference?
It's so it's actually.
You didn't see his Insta story?
Say that.
Oh,
dude, I killed that shit. I even saved the video, so I'll send it to you. But
it was good.
Okay.
We'll get into it later.
I got you. Okay.
It's part of my NYC trip, but
nice.
The Big Apple.
Yeah, the large apple. Yes. Let's get into some traditions though. I want to go last,
cool.
so
Okay.
I want to hear the fun fact of the week of the episode.
The fact this week is very fun. Do you guys like hot dogs?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm sure you've heard of Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, big brand. And the origin story of that is that in 1916, Polish immigrant Nathan Handwerker, which is probably more like Handwerker, founded his hot dog stand, Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs, on Brooklyn's Coney Island. While everyone sold hot dogs for 10 cents apiece, Nathan boldly slashed his price to 5 cents. His competitors were livid and slandered the quality of his hot dogs. To overcome that misperception, Nathan reacted with the spirit of a pioneer American entrepreneur. This isn't my writing. I copied this from the article. But anyway, he hired a few people, dressed them up as doctors, complete with white coats and stethoscopes, and got them to regularly eat at his stand. When customers saw these quote-unquote doctors eating Nathan's 5-cent hot dogs, they figured the product was healthy enough for them too. Today, Nathan's Famous has over 300 dedicated locations, and the hot dogs appear in supermarkets in all 50 states.
You could just do anything back in the day and just convince people, like, dang.
It's hilarious because, like, 1916 doctors weren't necessarily that reliable either. They were still using, like, bone saws and shit, so it's like...
Yeah. God,
battlefield amputations.
You know, the funny thing is, I've had Nathan's hot dogs like one time, and I fucking hated them because the skin was just so tough. and it was like
Ugh.
so thick. I was like, "Am I eating a
Bruh.
horseman?"
Did you just
That's the
overcook
best
it
part.
terribly or something?
No, I had it from a Walmart. Which is
Nathan's
probably
hot
not
dogs
the
are
best
dope.
food.
Oh well, if it's or did you buy it packaged at Walmart or was it?
No,
Did it have like a
was
food court?
the actual pop-up store. Like, like it was like in their food court.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
Never had
anyways,
them. I don't think.
So there
I
you
had a
go.
great New York hot dog last week, so that was
Ooh.
That's all that counts.
On the
That's all that counts.
street.
But yeah, but hot dogs are trash for you. It's literally like pig entrails and like
the frick?
intestine and any sort of bit that they can throw into a meat.
Yeah,
little
of
meat
course.
Cylinder. That's about
I
it.
don't know. I think that's a little overblown, depending. But
It's not.
I mean, I think most hot dogs are just beef, right? They're just.
Oh, really?
It's like the whole
They
thing
want you
is
to
like the whole thing about seeing how the sausage is made is just it's nasty to watch them grind it all up. But I'm sure I mean that's the whole thing about people saying there's like chicken feet in McDonald's nuggets, is like, is there? I don't know. Like, sure.
Mhm.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you have to ask that, should you be eating it anyway?
I mean, people say
Like-
ridiculous shit. Like wasn't there like they put freaking Surge, that soda from the 90s or early 2000s. They put that out of business because they said it would like make your dick small or something, and it was just completely untrue.
That's what they say that almost the same thing about Mountain Dew, where they lowers your sperm count, correct?
Right, yeah.
No, it's
Everybody-
just malformed sperm.
Yeah.
So-
I'm pretty sure that's not a myth, but
But I mean, I don't know. If you're putting that much sugar in your body, you're not going to fare well no matter what. So
That is true. It's kind of a healthy rumor almost.
yeah.
anyway,
yeah.
Don't drink soda or
Don't
drink
drink
it in
those
moderation.
stuff, yeah.
Drink water.
Dang.
Anyway,
Promoting water.
let's hear the dad joke of the episode. I said episode.
Nice.
All right,
Congratulations.
all right. Well, this joke is coming from
I hope you know.
the
I was
Reddit
listening.
user.
Yep.
Paleo Gamer,
Oh.
and he poses the lifelong question: what font do they use in alphabet soup?
Oh my god, man! I'm gonna hate this one.
Times
J.
New
Cole.
Roman.
J. Cole.
Cameron's almost got it. It's Times New Ramen.
Hey, okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Frick.
Damn. That's what your water
Dang.
bottle thinks you joke.
I just had some great freaking ramen. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Some
dude.
tonkatsu ramen out at a freaking.
Mhm.
Talk about that real quick. I went to a freaking restaurant for the first time in a minute. The only other time was with Trevor, but I'm fully vaxxed. Fully.
Big backs, gang.
Yeah, I was just flexing on
It's
him. I
technically
was just like,
yesterday now, but we got the Band-Aid there if you can kind of fucking see it.
You got it.
That happened.
You gotta
Yes.
wait. What?
Technically
happened
yesterday.
Is Moderna a week or is it 2 weeks?
2, I
Fully
think,
vaxxed.
post for it to be fully inoculated. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it was great
So,
eating at a
David,
restaurant.
you got some ramen?
Yeah, I got some ramen. It was great, and I got some freaking tried takoyaki octopus.
Yeah, dude. At the ramen joint that Rasul used to work at, I tried it one time, and I was like, I know I'm gonna hate this. I know I'm gonna absolutely hate this, but I just wanted to like fucking balls deep it, right? So I took the whole ball, and I was just like, you know what? I can't eat it piecemeal. I have to eat it whole.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
got like
Yeah.
4 chomps in, and then I felt a tentacle, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I almost puked.
It's like
Interesting.
bald
Yeah,
and
I
fried,
think I'm
right?
with you on that.
It's disgusting.
What do you say?
I was saying it's like they ball it up and then fry it, right? That's how takoyaki
Yeah.
is served, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How'd you feel about
I
it?
get that. I actually enjoyed it. It was like most of it is kind of like tender
mushy.
and ground
Yeah.
up and mushy, like super tender, and it's like kind of fishy. But it's somehow still good to me at least. But then every ball I had, it was like they purposefully was like, all right, there's gonna be a piece of hard tentacle in here, and you're gonna have to deal with that. And I was like,
The
all
texture.
right, yeah, I got it down though.
Interesting.
But,
You got a regular like creamy tonkatsu, or did you get a spicy variant?
oh,
Was it, like,
creamy.
black garlic.
Yeah, it was just creamy. I love spicy ramen, but they didn't have spicy ramen with egg in it, and that freaking
Oh,
slaps
and
like a
Epimago.
motherfucker. Yeah, so
Epimago it slaps hard.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like sunny side up eggs. Like so it's like weird that I like that like really runny ramen, that really runny yolk inside that egg, but it's fine.
oh yeah, the soft boiled.
Oh,
Yeah, and I will say takoyaki was good, but my sister brought up the freaking octopus teacher show on Netflix, and I was like, man, octopi are really smart. I don't know how I feel about eating these students. Like they're kind of just chilling and opening jars and like figuring stuff out. Like
Jesus.
I'm eating like the octopus teacher right now. Whatever that show's about, I have no freaking.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm not
Some
sure, but
documentary.
You're gonna become Doc Ock, bro.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
That's definitely our guilty pleasure is just going out to find a new ramen joint and just
Oh yeah.
hey, what you got? Like we love ramen, so
Oh, frick yes. Anyway.
I kind of have an aversion to seafood. It doesn't really sit well in my stomach. I don't know why.
I feel that.
Some seafood does, but a lot of it doesn't. Like I can't really do shrimp.
Oh,
I used to love shrimp, right? And then I just grew out of the taste. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I just fixate more on the idea that people call it the roach of the sea, and every time I bite into it, it's a little like it's a little crunchy almost.
Yeah,
there are.
I never heard that term. Dang, that's gross.
I'm sorry if I ruined it for you then, but
I think you might have.
No, I don't.
I'm sorry, man.
I don't think you could ever ruin shrimp for me. I mean, there are much dirtier shellfish in my opinion. So it's like.
Well, it's not necessarily that it's dirty. It's just like the idea of it crawling around with its million feet and.
That's million feet. Thought they have like 6.
I thought they had like a million like little feelers, but I could be wrong.
A centipede, my guy.
A centipede. We're not spending our time on shrimp. Fucking
I don't know, man. You made it weird.
Give me the
whatever.
track. Give me the track, baby.
All right, man. The track. Trevor suggested it because I was wearing the shirt, and I was like, "Yeah, man, great idea." I don't know. But this track is not to be taken lightly, even though I wasn't coming. It just came to my mind like, y'all gotta hear this one, man. See you again.
Forward.
What?
I was like, forward.
That was another consideration. That track is great too. But
that's my favorite Tyler song.
Forward?
Yes. I love it so much, man.
Yeah. Wow. It's great.
Rex joint too.
Rex is great on it. It's very like subtle and just comes in so nice. My recommendation is listen to Forward and See You Again, and then say which one is better, so we can have a freaking vote. How about that? Yeah. But either way, yeah, he had some great features on that freaking album. Flower Boy is freaking amazing.
Flower Boy is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I told the guys that I would do something different for the quote, and the quote is that I have no quote, and that's a joke, right? But it's not. So there's Memorial Day is coming up on Monday, the 20, it should be the 30th, maybe the 31st. And a lot of people have like weird, like not weird, they have like a myriad of emotions with this holiday where for some it's really joyful, for some it's really somber to remember the fall and everything. So I wanted to take some time to maybe have a little bit of moment of silence for anyone that, if anyone's listening that has ever lost a loved one from warfare or anything like that, just a moment of silence for their bravery.
Fact.
And yeah, so thank you for your service, everyone that's ever given their lives for us to be able to bullshit on the podcast like we do.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
I didn't mean to make it too seriously, but
no, I mean it's good. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's a huge sacrifice. I mean, gee, yeah. Right. We appreciate you all. Yeah.
I saw a video, like my company that I work for put out a tribute video, and I almost cried watching it. It was like a 6-minute video, and he just like told these like really chilling stories about his time in Afghanistan, I think it was. And every Sunday they would have like almost like how the Hunger Games does it in the book, where every night they would show, like there would be a cannon that would fire, and they would show the names in the sky of who died that day. And they do that every week, or like every Sunday was like a time for them to tell who died in service, like where they were.
It's like the radio from Harry Potter. when Ron is listening to it constantly when they're like in the war in the 7th movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's dang. Probably inspired by real war. Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at. I wasn't trying to minimize it by comparing it to a fantasy series.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I mean, it takes inspiration from that. I mean,
Yeah.
That's heavy. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for your service for anyone that's
Facts.
volunteered to do so.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get on to some little bit of lighter topics. Do you want to hear me spout off about my adventure, or do we want to do something else?
Yes, bro. Tell me all about it.
Yes, tell me all.
Alex
I don't think-
is in the front row seat for anything at all New York related. So
That's fine. I'm with him, man.
Dang.
Did I mention this on the podcast? Did we talk about me going to New York?
I'm not sure.
I kept it pretty
I doubt it.
underground, I think.
Maybe. Well, we had reviews back to back, so we didn't have a variety time. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't had a variety in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So.
but
I
yes,
see you with the
my-
fucking Met shirt on too. I didn't
Oh,
notice
yeah.
that.
my guy Sensible Skyline is a dirty slut for some tall buildings. I'll tell you that much. He is really. My Snapchat was full of gorgeous skyscrapers all weekend, and I was eating it up. I was eating it up, dude. It's good content. I'm not mad at it at all.
well, I was pissed that there wasn't more.
True.
Yeah, no, Rocio and I have been talking about going to New York forever. Like, basically since we met like a month in, we're just like, yeah, let's go to New York, because she didn't get to. It was like a talking piece before we were dating, just like because she went as a child and she never got to fully experience it. And I'm like, I have to change that, because I went in 2017 and I was like, I have to show you this. I have to show you the city. You have to see it for your own eyes. You can't keep hearing me spout off about how gorgeous it is without you being able to see it for yourself. So we just said, fuck it. And we're just like, all right, let's go for a weekend trip. So we went from Thursday to Sunday, and we did the Empire State Museum. We did the Empire State Building. We did the 9/11 Museum, which I got a second bracelet from. So I'm rocking double now. That was a chilling experience as always.
Ooh, yeah.
I fucking cried in there. And I had already gone to it. I went to it the first time I went to New York, and then I cried the second time. I don't think I cried the first time. So I guess I'm a little more in touch with my emotions now.
Yeah, I fucking hate when people joke about or minimalize 9/11. It's like, it's so fucked.
Yeah. It's just one of that and like the Holocaust are just like, those are the two main tragedies that just get completely joked to death. And it's like, yeah, I guess it's funny to laugh it off after a while. You know, you can't really take it too seriously all the time. I mean, it's what's done is done. But at the same time, 6 million people died and they were systematically murdered. Like,
yeah, but
I don't know how you want to joke about it. But I mean, I don't want to be that guy that limits humor. But at the same time, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I just mean, especially when people are doing it to just to be edgy, like just to get a rise out of people, like just to be like, oh, I'm joking about the Holocaust, like come after me. It's like, it's like
like how do you fit 6 million Jews in a car in an ashtray? Fucking.
Well, not even that. You'll ever see those like stupid compilations where like it's like Buzz Lightyear taking off and then he flies straight into the building, and it's like, wow.
Yeah. I know.
And it pops up and like I'll watch it, but not knowing what it is, and then I see it. No, but like it's funny because people are daft enough to even to do that, and it's like you don't even mean to click on it, but then you see it, and then it's almost like a Rickroll, because it's like, all right, well, frick off, you know?
Yeah,
it's like a Rickroll that is like offensive. I guess you could say it's offensive because
yeah, I get you.
But yeah, it's trash. It's disgusting.
Damn, I had a great thing I was gonna say and I forgot. But yeah. Like the most that I'll do for those tragedies is just like, I guess I'll just like joke with like, oh, too soon. Like with anything like that, I'll just be like, oh, too soon. You know, like something like that. When someone will mention that, and I'll be like, oh, too soon. You know, like just really jokingly. But
you've done it when it's like Napoleon's freaking conquest or whatever. Like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, something really stupid. Nothing too edgy, but
yeah. Oh, frick me. Yeah, I'm with you. But I mean,
we did 2 museums. We did 2 museums in one day, and dude, my legs. I don't think I've ever walked that much in my life. And we walked We walked 56 miles the first time I went to New York in like 5 days, and I think I doubled that because we didn't take the train like at all.
Dang.
What?
Okay.
What museum? Which museums did you do?
We did the Natural History Museum, and then we
That was
went
dope.
across Central Park. It's fucking awesome. And then we went to the Met, which is fucking massive. It's even bigger than the Natural History Museum. I was like, "Are you shitting me?" We were there for 2 hours, like over 2 hours, and we saw less than half. I was like, I'm done. I want to go. I want to leave. I want to go get ramen, and that's what we did.
Nice. I love it.
We hit the Nintendo World. Nothing too much bigger. Madame Tussauds. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I've been saying Madame Tussauds forever, and it's wrong.
Yeah. You don't pronounce the D, do you? Do you pronounce the D?
I've heard it said Tussauds. Yeah.
I think it's a soft D. Yeah.
That shit is cool as fuck, though.
David saying, I think it's a soft D and then smiling is the greatest thing.
But yeah,
I'm just astounded Trevor said nothing.
My trip was awesome, but I did have 2 stories that I wanted to tell. One being our first night we land, and it was like pretty late. It was like 9 p.m. and basically everything that we wanted to hit in terms of restaurants was closed. And there was the Shake Shack down the street. We stayed on 43rd and 3rd. We were like right in the heart of Manhattan. And
I think I've been to that Shake Shack.
Yeah, it's fire, and it's nice and warm inside.
That particular one I have been to.
Yeah. There's a million Shake Shacks.
There is now, yeah.
Oh, dang.
But we went to the Shake Shack. It was like 10 p.m. and we're sitting there just waiting for our food. And this guy, and like there's like, let me paint the picture for you. There's the dining room, and we're in the booths, and right in front of us is a door that only goes out. You can't go in, and it's for like DoorDash deliveries. And this guy, clearly off his rocker, just like starts, he's walking like this really frantically, and he's got a red duffel bag, and he just starts trying to tug on the door, and it's locked, but it's like loose enough for it to shake. So he's doing that for like 15 seconds before he realizes that it's actually locked. So then he goes across the street, and I'm gonna like butcher the story because it was just so ridiculous, but he goes across the street and he just starts like memeing by himself, just starts like just goes like this all around, just like circle. It's like a dog like trying to find its spot to sit and sleep for the night. He just kept circling one area. And next thing I know, he starts projectile vomiting.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
Like the movie shit. Like not like this is, I've never seen this happen before. This dude, like, picture the worst throw up you could ever have, right? He did it 6 times. Jesus. He threw up 6 times back to back. 2 seconds of like in like 2 second lengths, like stop 6 times.
Oh
and then he picked up his duffel bag and left.
What the frick?
Dude, I couldn't stop watching him. And Rocio was like, yo, I can't watch that. Like, she watched the throw up for like half a second. She's like, nope, I need to eat. But I, like, for safety, I was like, please don't find the other fucking door. Don't get in here. Like, he must, I thought he was like high on cocaine or something like that. He was zonked.
Yeah,
I mean, God. And that is how the sequel to Attack on Titan was created.
That sounds like psychedelics more than anything. That's like the way you were describing his behavior. Really of just trip. Like, because people will like fucking vomit the entire contents of their stomach when they have a bad trip. So that makes sense.
Dang.
My God,
it was wild.
Did he look like? Did he look homeless or did he look like?
No, he just looked like he had
like
no direction in life. Yeah, he like. I don't know, man. He didn't look homeless.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh I hope he's all right now. Yeah, God,
I hope
dang.
so too,
bro.
I
salute to the heroes in public works that have to clean shit like that up off the New York City street every day in the summer as well, in fucking like 80-degree heat. Jesus fucking Christ!
And we were like lugging our luggage around and everything, and we're just like, I wonder where these wheels have been in the last 48 hours. You know what I mean?
Right? Oh man,
disgusting.
Yeah. That's
I completely
freaking nuts.
forgot what the story I wanted to tell, but we also did the Brooklyn Bridge, which was dope as shit. And I had to call Alex because I was doing the thumbnail. I literally did the thumbnail for episode 66 when I thought we were doing Attack on Titan. Before we were like, oh, it's cold this time.
Yeah.
I did the Attack on Titan thumbnail, and then we kept walking, and then we were right around Wall Street, and then I read that text, and I was like, fuck! So then I had to do it right before 9/11, because we had a reservation for the 9/11 museum, and I had to do it like real quick. Luckily, it was just the album art, but
yeah. You took a real nice picture, I think, of the Brooklyn Bridge, like between a set of buildings. That was looking nice.
We took a shitload of pictures, so I will be going through them eventually and putting them on Instagram. But
yeah,
it was a fun fucking time.
Was the other story you were gonna tell the Mulberry Street one, or were you saving that one?
Yes. Thank you. I'll keep it quick, but I like the 21 Pilots album came out, and this was Saturday. This was the day before we left, and I was like fiending for it. I wanted to listen to this album so bad, so I put in my fucking wireless earbuds or whatever, and I just hit play, and right as I get to this song called Mulberry Street on the 21 Pilots album, we're in the middle. There's this like world famous street. It's called Mulberry Street, and it's basically the intersection between Chinatown and Little Italy. And it's like a complete culture shock, clash of like two different cultures. It's really cool. But we're sitting there, and she's getting like boba tea, and I'm like, Mulberry Street comes on, the song on the album, and the hook is like, welcome to Mulberry Street. And the second he says welcome, I look to the left just because I was like, where are we? Like, where's Little Italy? Oh, there's Little Italy. And he says, welcome to Mulberry Street. And my eyes focus in the distance, and I see Mulberry Street, and I was blown away. I was like, are you shitting me?
Dang.
It was the coolest shit that's ever happened to me.
Trevor is the protagonist.
I was gonna fucking say, in that exact moment, you were the main character.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
that's what we were talking about with the story. I put just the track on there, and I was just like,
I thought that's actually an insane story, because I was like, this fucker heard the song and was like, Mulberry Street is in Manhattan. We need to go find it. And then you went and found it. That's what I thought you did. I thought you like hunted down Mulberry Street just for the meme.
That would be a thing I would do.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, that's pretty cool. I'd say, I'm like, that's cool.
The coincidence of all coincidences.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Wow.
It was like the soundtrack to my trip. I'm so excited for us to listen to that album.
I don't like how on stories you can't like leave comments on stories. Like,
yeah, you can swipe up and like DM them, but
but like I don't want to DM you. I want to be like, yo, that's dope. You know.
Yeah.
And even if it deletes, it doesn't matter, because I mean it's short. But just acknowledge it.
I do the emoji reactions.
Yeah. My mom does that to every like podcast post, and I'm just like, I like
it. I love seeing it. Honestly,
it doesn't do anything.
I know, but I'm like, hey, she's still looking at it, interacting with it.
No, she's like the biggest supporter for us. But...
it's fantastic.
Encouragement.
I love you, Mom.
Love Mama Takara.
Can't shit on her. That's what the street calls her too. Like, they'll literally come in and they'll be like, "Where's Mama Takara?" Because she's a pretty avid chatter too.
Yeah, she actually does like pop off and chat, and she doesn't act like she's out of touch, because she's not. She's not like a just random stereotypical mom character, right? She's super with it, so it's great.
Yeah.
Dang,
she's pretty rad.
Shout out.
But yeah, New York is great. I want to live there for at least a year, and I've been like proposing the idea to Rocio, and she's like, "I'll have to think about it." But I'm like, I might do it without you, just for a year.
Save your pennies, my guy.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah, you can live in a closet for like $1,500.
That's fine. I won't be in there. I'll be out.
Sheesh. What you have right now, it will go for. Woo.
Oh yeah, your apartment.
It depends on where it's at, but
your apartment in downtown Manhattan is like several grand. Yeah, I mean even in Brooklyn or whatever,
it would be at least
like $2,000 a month.
At least 25, $3K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Not fun.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rent price segment of the Unboxing Life podcast.
Yeah.
We are going to quickly move on from that.
Where we talk about
Yeah.
real estate in different parts of New York.
And this is the end of the rent price segment. Boxing Life podcast.
Oh, I was just getting
Thank
going.
you for listening.
Tragic. Absolute tragedy.
Yeah. So we got some.
I'll tell you an absolute tragedy.
Yes.
We want to kick it off with gaming news because I got something tragic.
Okay. Dude.
Well, it's not really tragic. I kind of want to get you guys this take, but I seen in an Overwatch 2 live stream, they announced that Overwatch 2 PvP is going to from 6-man team to 5-man team, and it's going to be 2 DPS, 2 support, and 1 tank. What are my boys
Guaranteed,
feeling
like
about it?
you have to use that comp.
Pretty much. It's
Yeah,
like they
'cause, I
do
mean,
now, where they force you into those roles.
competitive like that. Yeah.
It's even in quick play too.
Yeah. Well, I think you can opt out of it, right? Or
There's
can
like
you
a
not?
version of quick play in the arcade that's like classic quick play.
Yeah. I jokingly said that I was gonna fight David for tank because I don't want a DPS, and I don't mind supporting, but I tank. So
Yeah.
you're carry DPS. That's fine. I'll be Zarya.
I don't know how that's gonna work out, man.
That's gonna be tough. How do you guys feel about it? Because I think initially I was like, I mean, it's less people, it's less synergy, but at the same time, I think there's gonna be less health on the field, and I think it's gonna be a faster paced game because there's gonna be 2 extra less people to not have to go through in order to get to the objective. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be a wall every time there's an engagement.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that comes down to map design as well, right? Where you need to because there's less of a wall, that breakthrough needs to not mean so much. Like you have to be able to recover from it.
Right.
So
I also wonder, in a sense of community and how many people play the game. Obviously, not as many people play Overwatch today as they did when it came out, but I wonder if it's like so much because I probably played a few months ago was the last time I played, and the queue times are so much significantly longer than they once were. Like it takes several minutes consistently, and I almost wonder if they know this, and then in preparing for the long term, they make it 5 stacks so that it's easier for people to get in games quicker. If that makes sense, long term.
That would be a point of contention for sure. I would think.
That makes sense as a motivator. Yeah, I would doubt it's the central one, but it makes sense as like an additional reason to do that kind of a thing. I think they're, Activision Blizzard would be hoping that re-releasing or not really releasing it. I don't know enough about the game to know how different it's gonna be, but that is interesting. Is it gonna be the entire roster and then they'll add more, or are they taking people off, or this has not been answered?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
it's not confirmed, but that's what. Like, because their initial design philosophy was like, hey, yo, the base Overwatch game is getting exactly what Overwatch 2 is. The only difference is you're not getting the PvE aspect, which I probably won't play the PvE aspect, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Oh,
yeah.
Because it's just mad dry and basic, but like they said that they're getting exactly what Overwatch 2 is in terms of PvP, so I don't think that they'll scale back on any of the characters and the maps.
Yeah. And then,
interesting.
I guess another big thing for Overwatch is that I think he's the director, Jeff Kaplan. He left the company.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised me because I always see this dude on the updates talking on the videos, but
he had a very stressful job, and you can kind of see it. It's almost like every time I think about Obama, where he was like such a youthful spirit when he first got into office, and
there's a lot of presidents.
Yeah, for sure. But he looks like he's like such a great example of that because he still looks great, but he's got more wrinkles. He's got the gray hair. He's just weathered. And Jeff Kaplan looked rough after a while. Like you could tell he wasn't sleeping.
That's why you can tell Trump's appearance was mostly artificial because he looked the exact fucking same going in and out.
Yeah, like Jeff just wasn't sleeping, man. So
these developers go crazy. I know
They
the
go
Smash
through hell.
director doesn't freaking rest.
Yeah.
Uh,
It made me sad for like the in a kind of nostalgic way because we're usually not like I'm usually not that engaged on a game where I'll just watch every update. But it was like I mean Overwatch was popular enough that like millions of people were doing it. Like his like Jeff Kaplan's when he would just come on and like talk. I don't know. That was a dope time because we were all just I think we would all just sort of watch him and be like, dang, do you see what he said and stuff?
Yeah.
And it was kind of
He was definitely Daddy Kaplan for a while.
yeah. I thought he was good at it. Like he would just go. It seemed like the whole thing was one take, and you just like talk about it and like here's what's going on.
Super down to earth guy.
Right. I think those were mainly dope because it's something that I'd never really seen before in on a YouTube video. I think if more game developers talked in that way for games I cared about, I would watch them more like that because there was a time when I got excited for them when I seen them come up. I'm like, I gotta watch it
for sure. Yeah,
it's back when the game was so new that they were still pumping out like animated shorts and like, oh, you did the Soldier 76 one. Oh, it's in Dorado. It's so cool.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of the shorts were fucking sick.
They were dope.
I mean, I'm
the Bastion one being like, yummy.
Yeah. I'm
a huge fan.
How do you give feelings to a robot that kills everything? Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah. Big Wall-E vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the Diva one was awesome. Yeah. I don't think there was one I disliked, but obviously there was the ones that stood out. But I just love lore. I love developing the story outside of just gameplay, right? So it's cool like that.
Yeah, those extra things help out a lot. I mean, obviously not every studio has the budget for it, like freaking Blizzard and getting Activision as the freaking company behind it, but it added a lot to it, man. Just like the feel of it, the community sense, I think, for a while, It was a cool time.
What does it take for you guys? Because I don't think that you guys are terribly excited for Overwatch 2.
Right.
What would it take for you to be excited about it?
That's what I was just thinking about, like, because it's not going to be this
like a gang of maps and characters, or would it be like a complete overhaul of how the game functions?
I'll tell you what. I think for me, I was not excited as soon as I learned that a lot of the characters are returning. That's what it is for me.
I totally disagree, but
well, just because. I mean, I know they take a while to pump out new characters. That's a lot of people's main complaints with Overwatch as it was going. Like, it took a while for them to get new heroes out, but I thought like getting this hype for Overwatch 2, I want to see like a brand new characters. I don't want to see Widowmaker sniping, and I don't want to see Genji jumping around. I want to see new characters.
Yeah,
I feel that.
If I'd rather see a fresh roster of new characters than like the same characters and then like a couple more added on. Just like how it is like a new hero every year.
What if they basically did like an overhaul of their kits where they gave them like new abilities, or they modified it so much where it's like basically what they do now, where like Torbjorn was complete dog shit for however long, and then he's basically a brand new character, like how they redesigned him. Would you feel that way still if they did that for every character, basically?
Torbjorn has always been a god.
That is fact.
Bane of my existence.
It's kind of like you might as well. Yeah, it could be good. I guess people are kind of attached to like that character. Like
that's the thing.
I love my man Reinhardt in that way. It's just hype, but
Zarya's a ride or die for sure.
Yeah, so
I'm a diva.
I guess, yeah. They definitely want to stick with him. I kind of just had that thought just now that Alex was saying. Like, I never had that thought before. But if it was a new roster, because then, like, they always had trouble balancing tanks around, like, that weren't Reinhardt and stuff. And, like, there were certain characters that were just so central to how Overwatch plays that, like, it would just always tilt to them.
Overwatch, not the pro Overwatch.
Yeah, for sure. And so it's like they really got to have a bunch of great new heroes, and like because like what Alex is saying, seeing the same characters jump around, it's like that's gonna make the game a lot more similar, even if you have like 10 new heroes. Like if Reinhardt is still great and stuff, I just don't want to. It's just gonna be like similar to jumping back into it, I guess.
I feel that. I get that.
Something that I think there's no chance happens, but I think would be kind of cool and might get me excited would be if they like reworked the like good versus evil alignment of a lot of the characters and then changed their kits accordingly. So if it's like an alternate universe, alternate timeline type shit, where like Diva's mech works the way it does because she's meant to protect and stuff like that. What if you just made the mech like smaller, more agile, and like super aggressive, stuff like that, because she's a villain or something like that? And
she's like a DPS.
It's built for like fucking shit up as opposed to defending. Reinhardt is I mean, not Reinhardt. That's like, you can't exactly size down Reinhardt. The man's a monster, but like stuff. Stuff like that. Where if you rework the kit based on lore, I think that would get me kind of excited. But that would feel like a new game. That would feel like new character, like a new spin on an old character in a big way.
But that's a good creative idea.
That'd be crazy if they did that, but there's no way. I don't think.
No way in hell they're doing that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna clip that and send it to their creative team and hope for the best.
Yeah.
The most like practical path that I see them going on is adding 10 to 12 characters, like 6 to 8 maps, and a couple new game modes, and slapping Overwatch 2 on it, and revamping. Like I think they will do exactly what I said, where they revamp characters like that, like because they've been doing it since the game launched. They're just like, oh, this is the problem child. He's underutilized, so let's make him completely broken.
I think that's probably a route to go, just because I saw some stuff about the PvE where like they'll have skill trees, so there's already going to be like new moves, I think, for some of the characters, like and there's going to be like different modifications on the move that you get in PvE. So if that's already in the game, then they might just if I think they should at least try to incorporate that into PvP and have it be a lot more fresh, I guess.
I want to say I heard them say your skins carry over too, so that's cool.
That makes sense. That's good.
Is the PvE like a full story mode?
Apparently it's a lot. So. Yeah, apparently it's a lot more fleshed out than the PvE in Overwatch 1, thankfully. But
yeah, that shit was garbage.
Yeah, I mean that was thrown together. It was like if you wanted to be super casual but still play what felt like Overwatch, then you could play that PvE. That's actually kind of cool.
That shit was hyped for about a whole 2 minutes.
If that ends up being like actually very well done with kind of boss battle type stuff, and you can have like a whole squad and switch between them per mission and like all that stuff, and like skill trees sound interesting. So I'll actually look more into that now that you say that, because that does seem interesting. Because I've always kind of wanted that experience where like Overwatch got exhausting because we played as a group only ranked. And so every time you're on the game, you're sweating your dick off. And it's like I would like to have a more casual experience, possibly, but then even casual goes off ranked MMR, so we're still like playing super intense games. And if I'm missing shots, I'm feeling bad and like whatever. It's like I would like to have that experience, because Overwatch is a fantastic engine, great characters, like everything feels good. So it's like, the PvE sounds cool. We'll see if it's worth $60, but
right. If they really like incorporate the classic Overwatch synergy, like that great experience, and like make that part of PvE, it could be really good. Come to think of it, like, and if there's a lot of meat on its bones, like there's a lot of different campaigns or a super long campaign or whatever, like, could be interesting.
One feature that I always wanted from like the jump, that is super small, but I wanted day and night cycles for like maps.
I always thought that like that should be a thing in every shooter.
No, like if I play Route 66, I want it to be at night too, like in the mix. Like
Call of Duty does that, like occasionally, where they'll have like Crash is like a Christmas theme, or like Downpour is and during the day instead of at night. Like that kind of shit gets me so hard because it feels like a completely different map.
Yeah,
it really does.
That would be good.
And it's literally just a tonal shift in light and a couple of new objects here and there,
Yeah, that would be a small good thing.
Or like rain map, or like snow. Same map, just add like a little bit of weather to it, like.
Yeah, like some weather effects would be cool. Oh. Yeah, for sure. I think a small thing they could do, that I always thought would just be a nice touch is removing 2 CP from the game entirely. That would be kind of nice.
I'm with
Oh
you,
my
brother.
god. Yeah,
I'm
that
sure it'll
was
do
that was a
Dude,
pretty
oh my
stressful
God.
mode.
Every time we got Volskaya or Temple of Anubis, I wanted to fucking I'll pull it in, yeah.
Well, Sky is the worst. I will say.
Volskaya is
Volskaya,
the worst thing
yeah.
on planet Earth.
Yeah, so bad. Oh my god. I would just
None of them were good. Not
yeah,
a single
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
Hanamura
period.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Hanamura
Hanamura,
was one of my least
yeah.
favorites.
Aesthetically, it's beautiful. The functionality
Yeah.
is doo doo.
Yeah.
dog shit.
Do you know how many times we got stuck on the first checkpoint, and then if you get through, and then the second, oh my god!
Yeah, you have 1 minute, then it's like
And then you smack at the fools, and then you're killing them, but it doesn't matter because they're about to spawn
just-
right in your face.
yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
the stupidest mode ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's weird to like think of it in with 5 players, like you guys were saying. It's not like a big wall you have to get through, and that's like the whole thing with 2 CP is you gotta be good at putting up the wall, basically.
Hmm.
Unless you just spawn in 1 second at the end, I guess. But I
Yeah,
don't
it would
know.
end up being more skirmishy.
Yeah,
Jeez, man.
I don't know.
That was I don't know. Cause I
I'm
honestly wish I could just play Overwatch at the bronze level and just like fuck around. Cause it was, I mean, we all got to like high plat and diamond and stuff, and so it was like everything was a science. It was like you did it this way because that's the way you play Overwatch, and to stray from the formula is to lose. And it's like that was that. And so it was just so meta centric that it was hard to have fun if you weren't winning. So
Yeah.
I will die on this hill. I think like I've said this a million times to y'all, when Overwatch is firing on all cylinders and the synergy's there and you're fucking steamrolling and you get a payload run in 2 minutes, it's the best feeling on planet Earth. It's the best video game ever made, period. Like, like the collaborative effort, like the whole feeling of the team, and like, yeah, you guys fucking did that. Like, Cam, you literally just killed like all of them, and David, you just look at the smash, and it's like, oh my god, it's orgasmic.
there's so many moments of everyone just screaming in their mic, oh my god, oh my god.
The grab, they're off the point, get on the point. Like,
Yeah, we're all just like, and whenever there was an unspoken moment like that where it was like everyone just knew what they were doing because we had done it a bunch of times, and like Grav into Tracer Bomb into Reaper, like, is all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is or the like you get a perfect Diva Bomb, that kind of, or like frickin' David charges the point and he gets perfectly Zarya bubbled, and then we just rip through the wall and we're taking the point instantly on the first try, and it's like it just feels so fucking good when you do it properly. But there's so many things that can go wrong. It's so Murphy's Law about that. So it's like,
man, it was one of the greatest cuckoo is like, as a team you get sucked into Zarya's thing and then you press Y to like activate Zenyatta's thing, and you're just like, nope, we're not dying.
the ult trades,
or just
like
you try and trap Reaper in it, and he's just like ready for him.
It's like, I'm out.
there were
The amount of times I've seen the T pose out of the ground.
there were so many ult trades that felt fucking terrible, and then especially with
Yeah.
Zarya, like the healing ones always went up faster as long as you were protecting your healer. I mean, we're getting very like into it now, but yeah.
I think we could talk about Overwatch all day.
We could have an Overwatch
The
podcast
amount
if
of
we
times
stayed
we
into
played
it.
that game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm, I'll be the first one freaking. Well, I guess not the first one. If people say it's really great and like our group is like get some hype around it and stuff, I would be ecstatic for it to like come back. But I don't know.
I would absolutely love to have a group go-to game again that we could all just hop on and didn't really take much setup or anything like that, or be too time-consuming. Like when we commit to like Civ or Risk, it's always like, okay, we're here for at least an hour doing just this one game or whatever. But which those are fun in and of themselves, but like to not have the other option is annoying sometimes.
No,
Yeah.
Overwatch is like the reason why we're all here, honestly. Like the reason why Alex is in our friend group, like the way he is, like I don't know. It means and David, you're the one that put it on the top 10. I didn't even put it on my top 10 list, but I cherish it so much.
It was my number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's that you didn't put it in your top 10. Did Cameron had it on his top 10, right? Or did he?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Wow.
It's a mental honorable, but like I mean, I didn't even like. It sounds weird, but I didn't consider it because I didn't. It was such a good game to play, but I enjoyed it more because I was playing with you guys than just because the game was that good. Like that was always the case for me. Is like I was in love with the camaraderie and when everything was going great as a team and whatever, as opposed to like the game is just that good and feels that good and is that cool. So
it's the one and only game that I bought loot boxes for multiple times.
Dang.
Like I remember like we were just so horny for that game. Like the first time that it was like because it released in like May, and the first like they had the summer games which was a flop. But then when the Halloween came around,
Dude,
all those nutty skins, I bought the loot boxes the second I got home. I think I went home early from my job. Like just to play that game because I was so I was a fiend, man. It just it hit a different.
Bro, you accept me and Brian when he brought loot boxes. I bet you that shit was like last week.
Oh dang!
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, he still buys loot boxes.
Dang. All right. Supporting the economy. Dang.
He's doing something.
Friday, so I may stimulate the economy.
Activision Blizzard does not need my money, that's for sure.
That is definitely true.
They don't need it, but they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Sunshine real quick before we hop off, or
All right.
have y'all played Super Mario Sunshine?
Nope.
What about you, Ken?
I played Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo DS, and that is the extent, I believe. Well, besides Mario Kart, of my Nintendo Mario Brothers, all that gaming career.
wow.
Yeah, bro.
Dang.
Dang!
I had a Wii as well.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't play Galaxy?
I don't know. I just had no good influences in my video gaming life.
Dang. Yeah.
You didn't play Super Mario Galaxy?
Nah, bro.
Look at this shit!
Man,
It's honestly a crime. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm not gonna defend myself in any respect there.
How could you?
That's just it is how it is. It is how it is. I'm a war criminal. It happens.
Yep. Yep.
Damn. Okay, well,
You're a Wario criminal.
Wario criminal.
Get
God
out.
Dang.
Get the fuck out.
all right, this has been the Unboxing Light podcast. Yeah, you can find us on the socials down below.
Yeah.
That's my bit.
Yeah, it's not going to be as fun of a conversation than if I thought you guys had a little bit of experience with it. But
Not Sunshine, but is it good? Is it living up to the Mario expectations?
no,
Dang.
Well, I'm sure it's hard to play Odyssey and then go back like 20 years. All right.
that's not the case because I went because they re-released like 3 of those games onto the Switch.
Yeah.
And I played 64 like a few months ago, and I loved it. I was like, this feels great. This feels really responsive. This is exactly what I remembered it being. And Sunshine is just really clunky, and it feels odd. It doesn't feel like a Mario game, like because Mario has always been super quick and super responsive. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like,
Agile.
the controls feel the controls just feel weird. I was raging on stream. Like,
Yeah.
I actually
He had the angriest,
that game at all.
angriest stream last night.
I actually don't like.
Is
that
it
game.
is it reviewed as such? Is that like a hot take from you, or is like do people love Sunshine and you're just like the
It's a
opposite?
hot take for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
People love that game. That game has a cult following, and yeah, I don't really understand. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool game. I'm not attached to it like that. I played it as a kid, but I'm not gonna like defend it by any means. Like,
Is it?
Yeah,
people will for sure. So
I put it on my story like, "Yo, I'm live on Twitch," and then one of the people that followed me was like, "Isn't it wonderful?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, it's not.
Is
It's
it?
not.
Is
You're
it?
looking through rose-tinted
the
glasses.
music though, who was in the studio all day? You know,
Music is fire.
Dang.
I mean, they never fail there. That's the
Yeah.
Nintendo got it going on with the ambient music for sure.
But my dude had at least 5 game overs.
Yeah, it was rough, dude. It was really rough. And like, ironically, the my favorite parts of the game are when you go into these worlds and like the evil Mario takes your flood like jetpack away, and you have to. It's like a normal platforming level. That's my favorite part of the game.
That
you
is.
don't have what makes it Sunshine.
Yeah, I think I've heard that. Maybe
Interesting.
Donkey had a similar take. I've heard that criticism before of the jetpack just like was a weird experiment that didn't work out. Basically.
Yeah, the aiming is dog shit. Like, there's a button where you hold one of the shoulder buttons and it keeps you in place, but then you can like move like a sprinkler. And like the other one, like you can just run around and just shoot, and like the majority of the game is just like, yeah, it's your normal platformer, and there's like goo on the ground, and that's where the enemies spawn. So you just have to clear it out with the water, and it's just so buggy. It doesn't shoot like right in front of you. You'll be right there, and I'll just unload on it, and it's not going away, and I'm like, bruh, like
Yeah.
What was the original release system?
GameCube.
GameCube. Okay.
2002.
So would that? Do you think it would play better on a GameCube controller?
No. I keep hearing that too, but I mean, I can certainly try it, but it's going to be the same button layout as the GameCube.
Yeah, just because I know the GameCube controller is one of the more unique ones, right? So
Yeah.
Does it only? It has the one analog stick and then the C stick, right?
Sir.
Oh, you have it in your hands. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That little stick, which is Smash stick, basically.
That was
I
a wild
played
one.
on Joy-Cons, and I played through Odyssey with Joy-Cons, and obviously that's a Switch game, but I enjoyed it with the Joy-Cons. So I don't know, it might work with the GameCube controller, but I don't think so. I think it'll still be really buggy and yucky.
Yeah. I will say this game has, after rewatching him play it, some of the funniest cutscenes I've ever seen, bro. Like
it's like any bad English dub ever, like put into one game. It's really awful.
Wow.
Do they make the characters' mouths move and stuff, or?
It's not even like it's not even like a dub. It's just like the kid. It's like made for kids, but they're trying like to appeal to. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to appeal to, bro.
Do you mean like the literal dialogue or just the way it looks? Or both?
Both, yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Interesting.
It's horrendous.
Wow. I'll pull up the VOD, I guess.
Yeah.
It sounds really
Yeah,
funny.
there's a point in there where
the one from last night if you want a good laugh, because I spent 45 minutes on a single boss fight. It was horrible.
Dang.
yeah,
Get fucking good. Jesus Christ.
I thought I was good at video games, man.
there's a point in there where I think Trevor was like he watched the cutscene and then he's like, I would make fun of that, but I think that made fun of itself.
Damn.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna spoil it for you. There's a point where it's like, "Hey, yo, like this is Mama," like, and like Bowser Jr. comes out of nowhere and he steals Peach away, and he's like, "This is Mama," and Mario, you're bad, and like that's literally the whole cutscene.
Nice.
I shit you not.
Hey, don't talk trash. It's my main in Mario Kart, man. Bowser Jr. My boy.
In Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna mop the floor with you.
Okay.
Big mop. I don't know what the fuck this was. But...
You were big mopping for sure.
Big mopping.
Jesus.
That was wild.
Was there any other announcements or anything crazy like that? Anything worth
stuff
looking into?
Far Cry 6 got a little bit of gameplay coming tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Giancarlo.
Color me excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually excited for it too.
They gotta switch up the formula, man. Maybe.
They do.
Yeah.
They do, but I'm curious to see how it'll be on a next gen console. Quote
I think
unquote.
this one's going to be a more urban environment for once, isn't it?
I'm down with that. I'm sick and tired of island forest bullshit.
Yeah, I thought I saw something. So if you're like, some verticality to it, it could be interesting. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if that engine got a little update because it is, it felt okay when I was playing Far Cry 3 on the 360, but the fact that it hasn't changed since then is like a little. It's like make it a little more fluid, make it because the aiming is effortful and the guns don't feel too great. So
it's still mind blowing that
that's
Call of
why
Duty is the best feeling shooter on the market, and
Yeah.
it's not even close. Like kind of close at all.
Black Ops Cold War. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at Modern Warfare engine.
Yeah.
Jeez. there is one other thing that some PlayStation exclusives coming over to the PC. We have Days Gone is already on the PC. Uncharted 4 is coming on the PC. And if you go on Steam, PlayStation Studio has their own section, and there's about 41 placeholder titles yet to be revealed. So curious to see what they're gonna do. More exclusives on PC, and which ones will be and which ones won't, and if they're taking a page out of Xbox's book with the PC thing. And
yeah, that's interesting.
I was telling Alex, I think it'll be like more legacy exclusive games because Uncharted 4 came out 5 years ago. They're not putting like the front runners that are coming out right now. It'll be a few years, but it's cool to definitely see that they have Persona 4 on PC. I would love it for it to be on the Persona 5 to be on PC so y'all can play it.
Yeah.
Are they like licensing it to Steam or Epic or whatever, or do they have their own Sony launcher?
It's on Steam.
It's on Steam? Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I know Days Gone is on Steam and Uncharted is coming to Steam, so
interesting.
Have
you? It would be weird if they didn't add the first 3 games and it was just
I was just thinking like I guess I'll play that once I play the other 3.
You'd be kind of lost.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, those are the Nathan Drake games, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, random aside, I believe Tom Holland is officially Nathan Drake for the live action movies.
That's been confirmed, for a while.
How do you guys? Have you played Uncharted? Trevor, I think you have, right? David and Alex, have you guys?
No,
because I haven't touched the game. So I'm interested to see because I don't know when that movie's gonna release, but it'll probably be before I manage to play all those games. So I'm interested to see a video game based movie without having any preconception of it, because obviously the whole thing is like almost all of the movies based on games have been trash. So
basically every one of them,
I get what you're going with that, but at the same time, I'm not. It's hard to be optimistic with a track record like this.
I have somewhat high hopes, but I don't know. They put Mark Wahlberg as Sully, and I was like,
Mark Wahlberg.
Like Mark Wahlberg is not Sully, bro.
Yeah, it seems to like I haven't played him, but is Tom Holland Nathan Drake to you? Does it?
He seems too young.
I about changed, but that's because I adore him as Spider-Man. So I have faith in him. I don't think he'll do it a disservice.
Yeah,
it just depends on the script. It depends on how loyal of fans they are to the franchise and how willing they are to make it like a tribute to the game, but also a standalone thing. Because that's like where they just trip up. They're just like, it's a game, so we can just copy the formula. Like that's not how it works. It's a completely different medium.
Now that is some comedy right there, my guy.
We'll see, man. We will see. I have some high hopes for it.
I do love Tom Holland. Yeah. Hopefully
Tom Holland's pretty great.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Spider-Man, the third one is coming at some point, I guess. I forget.
What are they supposed to call it? Like Phone Home or something like that?
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah.
I would have preferred like Homesick or something, but
Phone Home.
That one was one of the floating
it's
ones.
just the
Spider-Man
Phone Home because it's a space movie. Oh man.
Dang.
Y'all see did you see the Eternals trailer?
No.
Yeah,
I did not.
I seen that it got revealed, but I didn't watch I don't watch trailers, man.
I was gonna say I think I also will not.
It got lit up for some, but
I watched the Loki trailer, and I don't think it was bad. I don't think they revealed too much. Just the
I'm low-key gonna not watch that trailer.
Yeah, if you haven't yet, then go ahead and avoid it, honestly, because there's no point. Because they just revealed
trailers nowadays. It's just a highlight reel of spoilers.
Yeah, they just reveal the entire concept of the show. But it's like basically what it looks like is just episode 1, and then they show a couple of like moments from later shit probably. But
I was with my family. I had a Marvel shirt on. They're like, Marvel. Did you say the Shang-Chi trailer? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I feel like people are more excited about watching fucking trailers than they are about watching the damn movie themselves. Like, it's more about the hype and anticipation of the of
Yeah.
whatever content they're seeing, and then it's like, oh, the movie's cool, and then they never talk about it again.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah.
Dang, and I didn't mean to cut you off there, Cameron.
No, I think I had finished what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Just
But
about.
that Eternals trailer didn't do anything for me, so
It didn't do anything for me either, but go back into the comment section and just like look at it. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not like the trailer itself isn't egregious. There's just one little dialogue point where it's like the fan base just took it and ran.
Okay.
Ain't that always the case?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What else is new?
Dang. Well, cool.
There you go.
Dying Light 2. I'm excited for Dying Light 2.
Man,
You guys
yeah,
ever
that's-
play Dying Light 1? Please.
I know everyone says it's great. It's funny because I played like the prototype version, of Dead Island, which is like I think it was like the same people, but they didn't it wasn't fully fleshed out. But
Is
Dead
Dead
Island, what is it?
That's a prototype game to that?
I think
didn't know
I think that's how people view it because it was. I don't know if it's the same like name developer. It might be, but it was like I think like the same dev team basically.
Huh.
And like if you go and look at those games, like the combat system is kind of similar, but they just made it better on Dying Light and added parkour and whatever. But
Dang.
the thing is, like, Dead Island is not acclaimed at all. But I played that game maybe like 30 times. I
Ain't that always the case?
I played the frick out of that game and loved it. And like
Yeah, me
so,
too. I'm on that same.
I think you would really dig Dying Light.
That's the
Especially
thing.
now
Yeah.
with your like mature tastes and shit like that. I think you would really dig it.
Yeah, I should have gotten it at the time. Like, it makes sense that I would love it because I liked the other one so much. But
It's incredibly intense. But
yeah, okay, that's pretty exciting.
Mhm.
Hopefully, the second one's good. I don't know.
that's all I got really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, not much else going on. So it's a fun one. Our first variety in a little bit. Glad we talked about what's going on.
Yeah.
First fully hashed out video game talk in a while as well.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Yeah,
It's just I feel like the market's just been dry for so long. I feel like they're like, the fact that the biggest thing that came out was Outriders and it flopped so hard. It's like,
Yeah, I think the last time we talked about.
sorry, I
video
didn't mean to
games was
trigger you,
Pokemon.
Trevor.
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about
I mean,
Pokemon when they had
there's
the direct.
There's Ratchet and Clank. There's a lot of great games that are coming out very soon. So
but it's just now. Like, it's just restarting now. I feel like stuff is actually coming out.
Yeah.
E3
Thankfully.
season, baby.
Yeah, we
Basically.
might.
Yeah.
Are they actually having
Yeah.
the event this year?
It'll be virtual, but I think Sony's not even showing up. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah, I mean, we had this
Yeah.
conversation about how E3 is like starting to fall apart, but
Yeah, which it is. But
Which is a shame because
it's
I
not a
enjoy
shame. We get more like spread out like over the course of a few weeks, if not months, than just one day, and it's just a bunch of bullshit on
it's
one
not
day. and
one
it's
day. It's like a week. I look forward.
not a week, it's like 2 days, 3.
It's like the weekend or whatever it was, but I looked forward to like sitting down and like watching the conferences.
Yeah,
I kind of
Yeah.
like the individual experience with it.
I like the hype. I like the hype of E3. Where everyone's talking about it.
Mhm.
me too.
And it's like, holy, they just shared a 5-second trailer of mountains, and I know it's the next Elder Scrolls, but I'm never gonna see it for another 10 years. But I'm still hyped.
Symbol.
It's
Yeah,
the same thing I've heard 10 years
I
ago,
would-
but I'm hyped.
I would love me some Elder Scrolls 6 news. I would love me some GTA 6 news, and it's just not gonna happen. And I'm gonna
Oh,
keep
yeah.
on hoping, and it's just I'll dream about it tonight, and that'll be all I get in terms of content.
I'm still looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, that is probably the singular game that I'm actually the most hyped for in the next like
don't
however many months.
Don't overhype yourself. It'll be a disappointment, but
I think what I'm looking forward to, if the people really want to know, the Pokemon remakes. That's what I'm looking forward to most directly.
I'm excited to stream that shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah,
it'll be fun to play alongside, as you stream.
Yeah. Which one are you getting? You getting Diamond or Pearl?
I have no idea.
I think I'm getting Diamond. I got Pearl last time.
yeah.
Like I said, I played Platinum at first, so. I
That's
don't
right.
know.
That's right. Look
Yeah.
at us nerding out.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, just
That
now.
was good.
Only just in those last 15 seconds were we being nerds. That was it.
Like we were being
Yeah.
nerds for like 50 minutes.
I think the last hour, but
Dang, the last hour. Yeah, I guess so. That's what you got to do, man.
love
That
it.
is absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
You guys want to say goodbye to the lovely people?
If not nerd, then why podcast?
I suppose so. I do want to say goodbye, I guess, but I don't because I love you guys, and I love spending time with the audience. It's like we're in the room with, and we can feel your presence here.
I'm alone.
I'm developing that parasocial relation, and we are your best friends, even if you don't know us. So, no, I don't know, but it's been real. It's been a real freaking time, bro. And you know what, man? It's been real. That's all I can say. It's just been real.
Maybe we need to go to bed.
I need to go to bed. That's a fact. So, see you guys. Be kind.
Yep, that's exactly right. I feel like I'm actually talking to people. It might be because I am, but
What are we doing?
Yeah.
well, yep, I'm loving it like McDonald's, and I also love you guys.
Did you know Pusha T wrote that
Yes,
jingle?
yes,
Yeah.
that's why I did the yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Nice.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yo, you and I are on the fucking same wavelength all the time, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dang.
we didn't mean to step on you, Alex. My bad.
No, it's all good.
Are you done? Did you say your bit?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm tired just to begin with, and then the drowsiness from the second shot is kicking my ass, and I've been stifling yawns this entire time, and I've had a Red Bull, but it's just not helping anymore. So, I'm fucking fading fast. So if you want to find us, do it at Unboxing Life Pod on Instagram and Twitter, and r/Unboxing Life Podcast. You got those Apple Podcast reviews that help us out a ton, and rate on YouTube as well if that's where you're watching, and then you can find everything else in the YouTube description for streams and whatnot. So yeah, that's been me. Be kind to each other and stay safe, everyone.
Oh, that's me. Oh shit.
Correctamundo. Tell him to stay excellent, motherfucker.
We're freaking deranged right now. We are tired as
We are off the rails.
This is not even close to the latest we've stayed up for these episodes.
Not even close. Yes.
I mean, I guess it's kind of close.
Be absolutely excellent to each other. Just foster an atmosphere in which you want to live. Don't be a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it nice and short like we've been doing. Peace out, baby.